I read the comments and I know a lot of people, or at least new people to this channel, hate these videos. I'm all over the place. I name a lot of different players. I just want the picks. I get it. That's not going to help you win. It doesn't work that way. I'm not just going to give you a lineup. It's against the rules anyway, but I'm not just going to give you a lineup and have you enter it. I'm not just going to say, pick Mahomes, pick Travis Kelce, pick Christian McCaffrey. That's not going to work. It's not going to help you win on DraftKings. It doesn't work that way. This is what I want you to do. I want you to come up with your own lineup, at least 4, 5, 6 players of your own. Have an idea what you're going to do. Then you could watch this video and use some of my picks. Maybe use 2 or 3 players that I suggest. Oh man, that's a cheap pick. Oh man, that's a contrarian pick. Let me throw that in that lineup. By the way, guys, my name is Hussein the Brain. You're watching The Couch, and these are my NFL DFS picks for Week 3. We're concentrating on the main slate for DraftKings. We're also focusing on cheap players, we're focusing on contrarian players, and we're focusing on high upside players. If you enjoy content like this, awesome fantasy football videos and live streams, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell icon so you won't miss future videos and live streams. Let's go on to quarterbacks. Really quick, these are some quarterbacks that I might be considering this week. Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Josh Allen, Brady, Trevor Lawrence, Goff, Zach Wilson, Jacoby Brissett. A lot of names there. I know. Let's hone it in to 2 elite or borderline elite options. I like Justin Herbert going against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to score a lot of points. That means Herbert's going to have to throw the ball. This is going to likely be, I fully expect this to be Justin Herbert's best game of the year. That's not a big jump. 18 points, 19 points. Do we see 30 fantasy points this week? That's what we're hoping if we do pick Herbert. 6,500 going against the Chiefs, of course. Then we have Matthew Stafford. I mean, Brady's just as good, but Matthew Stafford's $300 cheaper going against Brady. We're going to see an absolute shootout here. 2 good defenses, but the Bucs haven't been able to stop the pass. That's why I like Matthew Stafford. He's going to be slinging it. That's how you attack the Bucs. And also Darrell Henderson seems to have a significant injury. We know Sean McVay lies about his running backs, but the one guy I'm really going for this week, my guy, hands down, is going to be Justin Fields. Now, one reason he might not be highly rostered is because he played poorly in the limited time we saw in Week 2. We've seen flashes of him. He's athletic. He definitely has the arm talent, can make every throw. He has that it factor. But as a passer, didn't really look good. Under 50% completion rate last week. And I think because of that, he's not going to be rostered too much. I'm thinking he has the upside, he has the tools, he has the weapons, he has the matchup. And you know what? He has a very cheap price, $5,200. And I'm not calling him contrarian, but I'm saying the ownership probably is not going to be that high because of people being worried about him because of how he performed Week 2. So this is my guy. I'm going to pick him. I mean, it's pretty rare you get a guy who's a super high talent, has a good matchup, good price, and can put up over 70 rushing yards and get you 2 rushing touchdowns potentially. I mean, that's insane. He can possibly put up Lamar Jackson type numbers this game. Very unlikely, I get it, but Lamar Jackson, what is he priced at? Like 8,000 or something close to that this week. Lamar Jackson is priced at 7,800, right? So we're getting a guy a third off of that, so 2/3 of the price essentially. Moving on to running backs, I'm all in on Saquon Barkley. If he does bad, I think my career might be over as a fantasy YouTuber. It's about time he's done something. And against the Falcons, what better game, right? He's got plenty of rest. Last time he played was Thursday night. He actually looked like himself or close to it. And the price is right. The matchup is right. He's back. A lot of Saquon Barkley doubters this year, other than Couch Fam, other than this community. So, let's go. I mean, let's risk it all on Saquon, man. I mean, this is gonna make or break my career. You guys might not see me next week if Saquon Barkley fails. It is what it is. Some other names: Chase Edmonds, James Conner's basically irrelevant. Chase Edmonds 5,700 going against the Jags. Myles Gaskin 5,400 going against the Raiders. Also heavily involved in the passing game. Look at this, guys. 10 targets, 9 receptions past 2 games. We like that. And man, I don't want to bring him up on this video. I really don't, but I'm going back. I'm reaching in the well for the 3rd time. Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. The snaps haven't been equal, but the touches have been basically equal. And this is an amazing matchup. We might see a breakout game for Javonte Williams. Now, I am definitely tempering expectations because I'm projecting Melvin Gordon to outscore Javonte. But you never know. I do want to bring him up because the price is extremely cheap and the matchup is solid. So, if I got 10 lineups, Javonte would honestly make it in 1. So that's how, I'm not diving in head first this week. Even I'm scared a little bit. So yeah, 10 lineups, he's only making it in 1. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Yes, I am this crazy and stupid to do this. 4,800 should be the workhorse. I expect him to get a lot of touches to get his confidence back. Because if you don't, I mean, you gotta play the rest of the season. The season's still very young. We still got a lot of games to play, and I think you force feed him, get his confidence up. Great matchup, high scoring game because the Chiefs are favored to win by about 7.5. Lots of scoring. We'll see. Hasn't got in the end zone yet, has he? I don't know, man. I think the price is right. I like it, honestly. I like it. I think his floor is not even that bad. I'm going for it. A lot of people hate this guy. Really hate this guy. Couch co-founder Mike Mattal traded him for Antonio Brown in the Couch League, in our redraft league. So his stock is at all-time low. Yeah, that's a fact, yes. And it's not even close. Clyde Edwards-Helaire's stock is at an all-time low. So, hey, you're getting potentially a workhorse running back on the number 1 offense at an extremely huge discount. He's so cheap. So what are you going to do? All right. Am I stupid? Am I crazy? Maybe. I go against the grain. That's how I win these contests. I go against the grain. Sometimes that's how you lose them too. But I think that gives you the best chance to come in first place when you're doing a GPP. That's what we're doing. Concentrating on GPPs, guys. High upside tournament plays, contrarian plays, cheap plays. Okay, wide receivers. I think this guy here has a good chance of being the number 1 wide receiver this week. Keenan Allen, 21 targets this year. That's something. That's not nothing. That's something there. And if I'm picking Herbert, I might stack him with Keenan Allen. 6,600 going against the Chiefs, by the way. Allen Robinson, complete bust so far this year, but I don't think anyone's going to pick him. Good. Again, it's basically like Fields, right? Good matchup, worrisome, low ownership. Price is not great, though, and that's going to result in even lower ownership for sure. Who else we got? Now, this is the opposite of Allen Robinson. Chris Godwin with Antonio Brown almost guaranteed to be out. Chris Godwin's going to absolutely ball out. He's going to get a ton of targets. He's got a great matchup. He's going to do it. And we're thinking Jalen Ramsey's going to cover Mike Evans. But this is more chalky. So that's why I'm more inclined to go with Allen Robinson. Everyone loves Cooper Kupp. He's the better Rams wide receiver. Also has the better matchup going against the Bucks. And that's why we're going with Bobby Woods. Let's go with Bobby Trees here, 5,700. Going against the Buccaneers, super cheap, and he's still getting the targets, guys. Just needs to get in the end zone, needs to get a couple more catches. Look, give this man 2 more catches and have him get in the end zone, and that's going to pay off big time. And one that I almost stupidly, so stupid of me, almost overlooked. I almost fell for it. Hollywood Brown playing in the slot. Excellent matchup against the Lions. They don't have any cornerbacks, especially the corners that are going to be covering Hollywood Brown is the best matchup. He's not feeling well. He's hurt. Guess what? It seemed like that last week as well. So he's got the questionable tag. Game script's not necessarily there. Lamar Jackson, people make fun of his passing skills. Everything lines up. I almost did it. For people to scroll through this wide receiver list and overlook Hollywood Brown. 5,600 going against the Lions. You can't stop it. Do you remember that game where the Dolphins were basically the worst team in the entire league? And Lamar Jackson went off, what was it, the first week, the very first game of 2019? That was a bad game script. Hollywood Brown scored. I think Lamar Jackson threw like 5 touchdowns, only had like 16 rushing yards. This reminds me of that. Now, it's not going to be the same exact thing. It's just pretty much impossible. But this reminds me of that exact same game. The matchup is there. Lamar Jackson's kind of on fire right now. Everything just lines up, man. And I really think this questionable tag right here, I really think people might overlook Hollywood Brown. And it seems like he does play in the first wave of games. So no harm, no foul. You should be good to go. If for some reason he's out or anything changes, you can easily take him out of your lineup, swap him with Robert Woods or really any other cheap option we got there, like a Claypool, whatever, Jamar Chase, whatever you got. Do whatever. Just you can take him out of your lineup. You're good to go. A lot of people's going to be going with Claypool. Some people's going to be going with Juju. And I did just want to mention James Washington. Kind of like if I had 10 lineups, this guy would make it maybe in 2 of them. 4,000 going against the Bungles. Big Ben's not really that great, but James Washington did show a lot of promise last year. He's won in a trade, just doesn't get enough playing time. But now that Dante Johnson has been ruled out, we can get this cheap wide receiver who I honestly think some people is going to be too scared to pick him. So he won't be a super contrarian pick like our Debo pick week 1. He won't be like that or anything. But he definitely won't be chalky either. I think people will be too scared for this to be a big chalk play. 3,500, we have Olamide Zacchaeus, and he is going against the Giants. I think it's a decent matchup with the team. The Giants defense probably focusing to stop Ridley. I don't know. Maybe they just leave Bradbury on him. I don't know, but I think Zacchaeus has a chance to do some things. Russell Gage is out, and that's really why I have him. Not too excited about Zacchaeus, to be honest, but the price is right. Now, I have found a stupid punt. This one almost slipped. I mean, this one, I think it has everything here. 11 targets this year. Good matchup. Minimum price, $3,000 punt. People's going to be going to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's going to get picked this week. He's due for a touchdown, right? Jonathan Taylor's going to get picked this week. He's due for a touchdown. What if Chester Rogers, sorry, my arm is still injured, in quote marks. What if Chester Rogers vultures a touchdown from these guys, A.J. Brown and Julio Jones? This is the third option in this pass offense. This honestly isn't really a point, but their starting tight end is hurt, Anthony Ferguson. I mean, this honestly doesn't mean anything, but nonetheless, this is the third option in this passing attack. Maybe Ryan Tannehill gets his tanny out of his hill and plays well, but man, this guy's been he's been getting targets. Like, I don't know, it's a really good punt, I feel like. So we'll see. He's got to get in the end zone for him to pay. But if he does get in the end zone, which is it's a realistic shot, man. If he gets in the end zone, boom, that's going to pay off. Minimum price, $3,000. By the way, Chester Rogers, ladies and gentlemen. For tight ends, I do like, Kelsey's just amazing this game. Let's not overlook that. But I'm not picking him. I'm not doing it. I want to take a little bit of a risk here. Kyle Pitts, 4,900, should get a lot of targets. Got 8 targets week 1, 6 targets week 2, and performed quite well in week 2. Much better than he did in week 1. He was a bust. This is my guy, though, right here, guys. I'm excited about this one. Tyler Higbee. This is what we do, guys. He had one bad game last week. We pick him. That's what we do. So Tyler Higbee had a decent game week 1, 11.8 fantasy points. Then absolute bust, scoring 10% of that the next week with 1.8 fantasy points. This week I'm back on him. $4,000, hoping the ownership's low. And by the way, 100% snap count, right? So he has the same amount of snaps as Matthew Stafford. So we know he is the tight end. He's going to be there on every play virtually. Man, how can I get more excited about tight ends, man? Here we go, baby. Dante Johnson's out. We got Pat Freiermuth. They don't even respect this guy by putting a picture there. I know no rookies have pictures yet. But Pat Freiermuth, only 3,000. He's the superior tight end on the Steelers. He's getting more snaps than Eric Ebron. And oh boy, here going against the Bengals. Maybe he's the third option in this passing attack. We'll see. Absolutely love it, man. Absolutely love it. Who else do we have? Oh yeah, we have 2 punts here that I hate, but I'm gonna mention them too. We do have the minimum price club, and that's gonna be the best tight end on the Jets. Ryan Griffin might see some dump offs, might get lucky and get a touchdown. Look, I don't like him, trust me, but I'm giving you some minimum price guys just in case you want a punt at tight end. And then we do have the starting tight end for the Titans, Jeff Swain with Anthony Ferkser out. I believe Ferkser's out. I mean, that's my knowledge right now. I mean, if he's out, then this whole video sucks, huh? Yeah, there we go. Anthony Ferkser is out, so I'm going Jeff Swain 2,500. Again, I don't like Ryan Griffin. I don't like Jeff Swain, but they're both essentially minimum priced, and I like giving you guys some punts. For defenses, Broncos D is amazing, but the price sucks. You can consider the Patriots, Steelers, Bills, Ravens, Raiders, Giants, Browns, Saints, Bears, but my favorite is going to be right here. Cardinals priced only $3,000 against the Jags, who love to turn the ball over. James Robinson is basically irrelevant now. And Cardinals D, man, they do get some pressure on the quarterback. Chandler Jones is in there. You got to be scared. Fear Chandler Jones. And we got the Dolphins defense. Love the price here. Now, everyone thinks the matchup is bad. And on paper, if you're only looking at the 2 games, yeah, it's a horrible matchup. But trust me, Dolphins D, they do have some pieces. They are a good defense. They did, very bad last week. But I seen them against the Patriots. They look good. They won the game. Against the Raiders, hopefully they can do some things, and this price is amazing. I am not going to shy away from the Dolphins. Defenses also, man, they're very hard to predict, so with this price, I think it's well worth it. I did want to mention one other one that is more of a punt. I'm not really on it, and first of all, I gotta apologize to Carson Wentz. I mean, this guy, I really doubted him. I'm like, look, he's not gonna play week 1. I'm like, he's not gonna play week 3. Even though he is fragile and he is constantly hurt, props to this guy if he actually plays. He practiced today. That's Friday. He actually practiced, man, a high ankle sprain on one ankle, low ankle sprain on the other ankle. What is going on? And he's trending towards playing. So props to him. Don't know if he's going to be that much better than the backups. Yeah, he is, because their backups suck. But I don't know what's going on with the Colts, but I did want to mention that they do have a lot of injuries, and the quarterback room might be weak. Who knows? Maybe Wentz gets hurt when he's playing. So I did want to mention the Titans. Look, the Titans' defense is horrible, but no T.Y. Hilton. Carson Wentz is banged up. They don't have Ellinger or something. I think he's out, another quarterback. So it's just a messy situation for the Colts. So I did want to mention the Titans. 2,400 as a punt. If I did 10 lineups, the Titans would probably be in 0, maybe 1 at most. So I do want to make it clear that I don't have much confidence. Just wanted to talk about really the Colts and Carson Wentz. And that's going to do it, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe to our second YouTube channel, Fantasy Couch Podcast. Smash this thumbs up. Leave a comment below in the YouTube comment. I read every single comment, and I love doing it. I love this community. Thank you guys for keep supporting me. And that's right. I wish you guys good luck this week in DFS, in Redraft, in Dynasty, even in your keeper league. Let's go get those W's, fam.